It's Week 6 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Mike Williams. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Steelers and the Buccaneers, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 23.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of Bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by Dak Prescott, who burst onto the scene back in 2016 as the NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year, and now in his 7th NFL campaign.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Dak going to start out going to the air. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on it before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Setting up the screen. Harris. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Hunter Nice-Swander on to punt now on 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line. So here are the Bucs backed up to start their initial drive. They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple of drafts ago, former Clemson Tiger Trevor Lawrence.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
Yeah, 3 and 3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions. Got to get off of that schneid and get back to just throwing touchdown passes and taking care of the ball better.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 9 carries, 57 yards.
And that's just not enough carries for a running back to get loose and really feel like he's into the game, because they have to have enough volume to establish a rhythm, not just for themselves, but also to get in sync with their offensive line so they can read the blocks properly and they can execute them. I expect them to get a minimum of 15 carries in this game, and the optimum number would be 20 plus.
A first down carry by Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
The Bucs at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need? And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Looking to throw Lawrence.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Samuel. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there at 22. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To throw is Prescott.
They'll find Williams on the slant. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The numbers for Williams a week ago. 9 catches, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
I like the performances he's put up throughout the year. That's the reason he's ranked number 9 in the league in receiving yards. And in a league that throws the ball around like crazy, number 9's a good number.
And they'll get this down to the 10. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. Fighting Harris over the middle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Myers' kick is good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it facing a second and long situation. Here's Lawrence. And that is caught downfield by Beckham.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Now Lawrence. Quick slant complete to OBJ.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 27-yard line.
They go play action now. Lawrence. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Buccaneers have moved out in front.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
And now out come the Steelers.
3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
Prescott.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
They run with a 4th-year man. This is Damian Harris. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Now this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Prescott. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. It's complete to Williams. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 17.
Calling an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Got his man. It's Cole for a Steelers touchdown. Irv Smith Jr., his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are once again back in front.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now Lawrence on 1st down. Over the middle of Beckham. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
First down for Odell Beckham Jr. We can finally say it, partner. OBJ got his ring. Really fit in with the Rams once he got there. It was invaluable in leading them to a Super Bowl victory. Suffered knee injury in that game, but he's back and ready for an encore in 2022.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Now Elliott. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try again with Elliott. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll run it with Elliott. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in. And the Steeler D will celebrate the goal line stand. Harris starts the drive on the ground. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And some room to run now. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Tucker now for the extra point. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We begin in the NFC. San Francisco making the cross-country trek for the early game against Atlanta. And those two are tied up as they play the second quarter. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Tony Pollard, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou. Check in on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And that one all tied as they host the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And it's been the running game that's pushed them to this lead at halftime. Over 100 yards as a team in those first 2 quarters. And meanwhile, for the Steelers, there's a look at what they were able to do throwing the football. And they'll need to get things in gear as they trail here at the break. These two teams making their last-minute adjustments. The second half coming your way from Pittsburgh. And to bring it to you, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lead things here as they start 1st and 10, trying to get rid of that bad taste in their mouth from the loss last week to the Atlanta Falcons. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
126 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Lawrence.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Inside give to Elliott.
You ain't going nowhere.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20.
And the all-pro safety Buda Baker in on the tackle.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Lawrence. Now that's into the hands of Mo Alley Cox, the tight end.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Running with Elliott. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the 1st. It's a gain of 4 that time. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Trey McBride
from 10 yards out.
And the Bucs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable spread to overcome. A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw again on second down. Prescott got his man. It's Williams.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Purple?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cobb.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw into the hands of Cobb.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. It's Williams on the catch. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Play action now, Prescott. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll try and run with Harris. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Myers' kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
149 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Dances by him.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Well, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
To try again after the sack.
Lawrence
going deep here for Landry. And he's got it inside the 10. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 2nd and 7, Prescott. It's caught. Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Prescott's throw going into the hands of Williams.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Harris running straight ahead. And some room to work. The 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Damian Harris, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get a bit closer. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now Lawrence. He's got his tight end McBride on the out route.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Lawrence will throw.
And this one is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now a
shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here's Mike Williams now as his guys head back out to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Grant. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Prescott. He's got Smith here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 21. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Prescott looks to throw on first. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Bucs have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well, cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He completes it to Beckham. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. On 2nd down, Elliott. 172 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long. Lawrence.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Caught left side, it's Beckham.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
So it's a win for the Bucs here, and they got a solid outing here from their quarterback, Charles, and that's, of course, Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, he was in complete control of this offense. He had 3 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And to be honest, he really made it look easy out there.
So for Tampa Bay, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.